Good afternoon and welcome back to our live stream of the Free Health Expo program here at the Civic Center, brought to you by ATN in collaboration with the Belize Union of Seventh-day Adventist Churches. My name is Tracy Villamil and I'll be hosting the live stream this afternoon. So we're gonna have some interviews from some doctors. We're gonna provide a sneak peek of what's happening here at the Belize Civic Center. Okay, what's happening? Free Health Expo. This effort is being done by international ministry Amazing Facts. And this has been a well-known ministry associated with the Seventh-day Adventist Church. They do trainings, they do Bible study. It's a multimedia ministry, but they also engage in global evangelistic, medical, and philanthropic efforts. So they're here in Belize. They'll be doing some construction. They'll be doing some Bible training, but they'll also be doing medical missionary work. So happening now at the Belize Civic Center is a 4-day effort for you to come in and to get your checkup. So we have doctors. We have about over 200 doctors here in Belize, and they'll be doing general health. So anything that you've been suffering and you want free consultation from, you need to do labs for, if it comes down to you needing a massage, you can come here at the Belize Civic Center. We also have services for women's health and gynecology. Bring your children and your babies. We have pediatric care as well. And we can't forget about dental work, dental care. All right, so we're inviting the public, we're inviting our Seventh-day Adventist brothers and sisters to join us here at the Civic Center. We start at 9 a.m. in the mornings, and we close off at about 5 p.m. But you want to be able to come early because a lot of folks are here this morning, all right? So we had lines along the Central American Boulevard, and we want everybody to be able to access this service. So we're inviting you here, and we're going to have a few interviews so that you have an idea of who some of the doctors are and just how big this collaborative effort is. You know, this morning in our press conference, we had the Minister of Health here. We had the Leader of the Opposition. It's a really big, grand effort that is supported by the government of Belize, you know, along with our Amazing Facts Ministry and our Seventh-day Adventist Union Church here. It's an evangelistic effort as well. When you come, you'll be greeted with nice spiritual music, gospel music. You'll be waiting in the AC. Yes, you're going to have to wait a little while, but you'll be seated. We have AC here, and then you can get your health services done, right? So if you want more information about what's happening, you can call this number, 223-0543. Maybe you're not sure if you qualify or if this is, you have a health issue that they'll be able to consult for. So you can call this number and you can get more information as well. So coming up, let's go to Pastor Gillett, one of our pastors in the Belize Central Mission, and we'll be hearing from Pastor Kano, one of the doctors that are volunteering here this morning. All right, so let's go to Pastor Gillett and see what he has to say.
Good day, everyone. I'm here with Dr. Javier Canul. Dr. Canul is an internist at the Carl Hushner Memorial Hospital, Western Regional Hospital, sorry. And of course, that's one of the many things that he does. Doctor, welcome. We're happy to have you. Could you tell us what this event means for the Ministry of Health and Health Services in Belize?
Thanks for having me. This event is very important. Generally, we think about health when we get sick. All right, so you're not going to doctor unless you feel bad, or you bleed, or you're not moving well, or something is wrong with you. That's when you choose to go to the doctor. But we know that health isn't just merely the absence of disease. It's also if your well-being, whether it be physical, social, spiritual, etc. So health fairs like these are very important because they stress on early screening, early detection. This health fair in particular is stressing on nutrition, on sunlight, things that you do to prevent getting sick. So health fairs like these are very important, vaccines. And so this is a very good initiative and we're very grateful. I believe that everybody should take advantage of this opportunity that's happening here. There are a lot of very good services that sometimes we might have difficulty accessing. So access to specialists like pediatricians, OBGYNs. We're doing free ultrasounds here as well. So this is a very, very good initiative, and I advise that everybody come and take advantage of it.
Okay. Um, One of the things that you mentioned is very important, that people, it seems that our people don't generally just just try to know their condition, but um, from your observation, um, you said it before, but I would like you to emphasize it. Who are the people that wouldn't normally come here, but that you would encourage to come here?
Well, statistics have shown that males are the ones that we don't tend to see the doctor, even when we're sick. All right, and that's a huge problem because then whenever you're sick and you actually get the doctor, whatever happens is already advanced, and many times that limits the amount of care or attention that you can actually get. So we're doing a particular stress and call to the males, come and get checked out. All right, get the checkup. That's very important. But we're also looking at other people, so people that are overweight, people that might have gynecological issues, maybe abnormal bleeding, maybe have conception issues, maybe you're somebody that has dental issues. We're also having dental care here. So it's really comprehensive, and we're asking that everybody come out. Even if you don't think you're sick, even if you think you're okay, there is something to be gained from here. Even if your niche is maybe starting to eating healthier, we're offering healthy food alternatives here. So plant-based diets, samples are being given out here as well. So there's really something for everybody here at the health fair.
Now we know that the Amazing Facts team will only be here from now until Thursday. Is there a connection that is being built so that when people leave from here, if they need further medical attention, is there a connection that is being built with the Ministry of Health?
Yeah, so we're working quite closely together, and people that might need further care. So maybe you were diagnosed today with hypertension, diabetes, or with some other risk factor that you need follow up for. Then a referring form is being given to you, where you can then do your follow up at your health service that might be closer to you, so at your convenience. So there is definitely continuation of care, which is very important in activities like these.
Okay. Well, Dr. Kanul, we are so happy that you took the time out to talk with us today. And like you said, we hope that all the men will come, that all those who might have issues that they are not fully aware of, that they would come so they can be informed. And of course, we hope that this visit be beneficial to our Belizean people. And of course, that in the future, by the grace of God, that we'll be able to do more events like these. And of course, we are thankful for the support that we have gotten from the Ministry of Health and of course, the regional health services. Once again, for the Belize Adventist Television Network, this is Pastor Leslie Gillett reporting from the Belize City Civic Center.
Excellent. We want to thank Pastor Cano for volunteering to be here. So we do have our doctors from Amazing Facts, but we also have our local doctors assisting as well. You know, I like that he mentioned that we need to encourage our men to come. Oftentimes they neglect their health. We see women and we see children, but the men have health issues as well. So diabetic, prostate, whatever it is, we do general consultation as well. So we're encouraging you to come out. And I saw here that somebody had commented that they came this morning, but they were stopped. We don't necessarily have a cut-off point during the day, but I encourage you to come early because after we've processed the first couple hundred persons, we take a break so that we can make sure we get through with those patients first, and then we start receiving more people to come in. So maybe if tomorrow when you come, there's a point where we say, we're not seeing anybody for right now. You could come back in the afternoon or you could come back the next day. We'll be here for 4 days, all right? So today's Monday. We'll be here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So you have 3 other days. You have more opportunity to come in and get access to the services, all right? So Dr. Cannell mentioned that we have the gynecology service, dental service, we have pediatrics, and then of course diabetes, blood pressure, all of those general health issues you can come in to get your consultation for. We'll also be running lab tests if necessary, like I said. So come in and see what can be done. You know, this is an opportunity for you not just to receive medical care, but there's education and training as well. When you enter and you come in, you'll notice that we have several booths set up, information booths. As Seventh-day Adventists, we believe in the New Start health policy. You know, we need to get sunlight, we need to get rest, we need to get exercise, air, you know, just going back to the basics of what makes for a healthy body and a healthy mind, a healthy spiritual person. So it really is an opportunity for education, training, and of course, the medical care as well. So we've heard from Dr. Kanul, and then we want to hear from Pastor Brown from the Belize Southwest Mission. And so this is really a district level. If you live in Corozal, if you live in Belmopan, if you live in PG, we'll be here for 4 days, and you have been waiting to see a doctor about this particular health issue that maybe you cannot afford. We're here in Belize City, but you can come in, you know, from out district and come join the line. Just come in early or call and see if you'll be able to make not an appointment, but to come in early so that we can have an idea of what issue you're facing. So really inviting every single person to be here and to access the services that we have. All right. We want to hear from Pastor Brown and what's happening in his district as well, and what he's doing here today, right? So let's go to Pastor Brown.
Good evening, everyone. I'm very happy to have with me here Pastor James Brown, President of the Southwestern Belize Mission. Pastor Brown, how has your experience been so far at this Amazing Facts Health Expo?
Pastor, God has been good. I believe that Belize is a blessed nation, and more so with the presence of our team of medical practitioners from Amazing Facts. We are truly giving an impact to Belize, because you know that this means a lot for Belize community. And truly we want to see many lives and families impacted by this medical missionary clinic that has been taking place.
Right.
But also that people would find hope in the message of salvation, which is one of the key aspects of why we're here.
Now, I know that you have I would say at the heart of your territory, La Lomaluz Hospital.
Yes.
Right. So you are abundantly blessed.
Praise
all
the
right?
Lord. Praise the Lord.
But we are happy to see that you are here today supporting this activity. Are there plans, to the best of your knowledge, are there plans for members from the Southwest region to come and benefit from these services?
Of course, Pastor, we have several of our members and community members that are already here today.
All right.
You know, checking in to make sure that they get access to this free service.
Yes,
You
actually.
see, as we continue to promote the free health clinic, as I said, it's more than just promoting the free health clinic. It's a connecting point for members to find hope and in Christ, and also hope for their health.
Right. Actually, I must say I saw a number of them are also volunteers. You know,
Correct,
They are
correct.
helping in different areas. So that speaks well for the Southwest Belize Mission. Now we know that apart from these 4 days, there is a big event coming up this coming Sabbath. What are your expectations as the Southwest Belize Mission from that Grand Fellowship Day on Sabbath?
Well, we have sent the news far and wide that we want all of our church family from the Southwest Belize Mission to be here with their pastoral teams. You know, and so when we invite them to come, we invite them to come and fellowship and find hope in God as we worship God together and as we celebrate Christ together. So, Pastor, we're looking forward for this coming Sabbath, the 18th of April, 2026, to be an impacting day for the Southwest Belize Mission membership. As a matter of fact, We're bringing the choir from Eden High School, dynamic group of young people that will be singing praises to Jesus. We have the young people from the Silkgrass Ministry, choir ministry, and many of the musicians that will be a part of the program here at this big event are from our Southwest Belize mission.
Okay, well, I have no doubt about that because I know though you did not mention his name, I hear and I'm hearing and I'm seeing Aquilino Jesse,
Yes.
Pastor Aquilino Jesse Jr. Being a big part of that.
Yes,
And
he is.
I'm
He
so
is.
happy to hear that there is a program going on with the Silkgrass Brethren
Amen.
under his leadership.
As a matter of fact, Pastor Kalino, one of our pastors that has a beautiful music ministry, he is dynamic in helping to train young people how to play instruments, how to sing for the honor and glory of God. And that is something positive within the context of youth ministry for our Southwest Belize mission. So I truly thank God for Pastor Aquilino Jesse Jr. and the ministry he has developing with our young people of Southwest.
Well, Pastor, we are very happy that Southwest Belize Mission is planning to be here this coming Sabbath. And of course, we are looking forward to having a wonderful time as all three missions. I think it's the first time in a while that all three missions are coming together for one day of celebration. So undoubtedly, we are going to have a wonderful time and the Spirit of God is going to move in this place.
Amen.
Once again, Pastor Brown, we thank you for taking the time to talk to us and, of course, reporting for the Belize Adventist Television Network from the Belize Civic Center. I am Pastor Leslie Gillett.
Amen. God bless and looking forward to see you on the 18th of April for a grand fellowship day right here at the Belize Civic Center. God bless. We want to see you on that great day.
Brown, right? So you heard that many of you know that we do have the Lomanlos Center there in Cayo, but even so, we have a special team here at the Belize Civic Center. We have doctors in every specialty, and so if you haven't had an opportunity to get a consult on that particular issue you're dealing with, you can join us here at the Belize Civic Center. You might not see a lot of people here walking around in the background, but they're here being processed. We have different rooms set up. That we've worked very hard to have the dental care separate from gynecology, and so it's very comfortable. You're sitting down, you're waiting in the lines, but you're not out here walking around. It's not hot, it's not noisy. You have nice, calm music to listen to. And as Pastor Brown mentioned, that this is an effort to bring hope as well. You know, Jesus' ministry was a spiritual ministry, but he started first by meeting the needs of those he engaged with. And that's kind of what we're attempting to do here today. Pastor Gillett mentioned that at the end of these 4 days, we're going to have a grand celebration on Sabbath. And so we're inviting those people who came out, we're inviting our regular members as well to join us here at the Belize Civic Center for this wonderful praise and worship session that we'll have. You know, just to remind you once again about the concern about coming in, we're here 9 to 5. The doctors leave at 5, but we can only process so many people for the day. So if you don't come, I'm saying midday, before or by midday, you might not be a part of that number to be processed for the day, and you might have to come back. All right, so when we say 9 to 5, it means that the doctors will be seeing patients during that period of time. But if you want to be one of those patients, then you have to come out early. So we say 9 o'clock, but come join the line before 9 so that you can be listed as part of the first sets of people that get to be taken care of. All right, so we've heard from Pastor Brown as well, and we also have Dr. Mejia from our government office who will be sharing us, you know, how the collaboration occurred between the Belize Seventh-day Adventist Union and the Ministry of Health. So let's hear from Dr. Mejia.
Good morning, Dr. Goldner. It's truly a privilege to have you being a part of this great accomplishment today. And we just want to ask you a few questions. One, what is your name and your position in the ministry?
Okay, good morning. I'm thankful to be here with you all today.
Yes.
My name is Dr. Golda Mejia, and I'm the primary care coordinator for Belize District.
Okay, and in that capacity, you are responsible for any health brigade in the Belize district. Is that correct?
That is correct, sir. One of the main thing is to review those documents that they would present
Okay.
and to make sure that it is aligned with our policies.
Okay.
And to then, once we support, to have our supporting documents submitted for final approval by our headquarters.
And to this end, we from the Belize Adventist Mission Union approach you in regards to the proposal, and you favorably considered our request.
Yes,
And-
that is so.
And we have had meetings where we collaborated, and we have been truly blessed with your enthusiasm, your resourcefulness, and also your presence here today. And I just want, on behalf of the Belize Adventist Union, to just thank you for the collaboration.
You're
Thank you.
truly welcome.
God
It is
bless
my
you.
pleasure to be able to assist the team
Yes.
and to also be able to, push for our Belize district population to get this kind of service. This is one of the most unique medical missions.
Okay.
And
Did you hear that out there? This is one of the most unique medical mission.
and it entails not just general consultations with nurses and doctors or even family care, but it also entails specialist care, dental services, basic lab services, as well as basic imaging. So truly thankful, and it is holistic, as it has not only attending to the physical needs, but the spiritual and mental needs of a
Amen.
person.
And that is what we are about. The health message is a message of balance, lifestyle, observance, and it is available to each and every one of us if we only pay attention to the basic rules of health in regards to balanced meal, exercise, water intake, sunshine, self-control and overdo anything, fresh air, rest, and of course, trust in God, which is a prayer life. So we want to thank you for appreciating our requests and for honoring us with your presence and with your department. God bless you, and thanks for the interview.
Thank you. We're grateful and honored to be here.
Thank you, Dr. Holder. That's the end of our mission. God bless you all. Bye.
Thank you, Dr. Mejia. This has really been a grand effort on behalf of the Belize Seventh-day Adventist Union, and we're hoping that it's not going to be the first time, but we're going to have more opportunities to have free health expos and clinics like these in Belize. I saw that somebody mentioned that the medical care is good, but sometimes people just need food. And the team at Amazing Facts, they're also doing other evangelistic and ministry efforts in the country. They're rebuilding some schools, they're working on certain buildings, but the efforts are spread across, all right? So we are doing what we can here, and in the future, we hope that we can cover more areas of ministry as well. So today here at the Civic Center, if you're just joining us here at ATN, the Adventist Television Network, we're here at the Belize Civic Center promoting the Free Health Expo. We're also encouraging you to join us on Sabbath, Saturday at 9 a.m. as well. We're going to have a full day's program. If you know anything about Seventh-day Adventists, is that we like to praise and worship, all right? So Pastor Brown had mentioned that we have the praise team coming in from Eden, we have the schools, and so it's going to be a wonderful program, and we want you to be here to share in that blessing. So please make arrangements to be here for Sabbath what we call a fellowship day, an opportunity for us all to come together. And we have space for you, all right? So make plans accordingly, invite your friends or family. And of course, if you came here and you were blessed when you received patient care, join us again here on Sabbath as well. You know, for the rest of the week, again, we'll be here for 4 days, but during the week, we want to also hear not just from the doctors and administrators, we want to hear from some of the patients so they can share their experiences with you as well. So continue to join us day after day. We'll be having our live stream programs, so stay tuned on ATN so you know when we're going to go live. We have one more interview. We want to interview Dr. Powell. All right, we have our president of the Belize Union of Seventh-day Adventist Church, Pastor Powell, and his wife also is a medical, in the medical field. And so you want to hear from her as well. And she's going to tell us about why this is such an amazing opportunity here happening in Belize. So let's hear from Pastor Powell, Dr. Powell.
Dr. Zoraida Powell, am I right?
Yes, good morning.
We are very happy to have you on the Belize Adventist Television Network this evening.
Thank
I
you.
would like to find out from you, who is Dr. Zoraida Powell?
Oh, well, I'm a nurse by profession,
Okay.
and then we study education, a master's in public health, and a PhD in health education and promotion.
Okay. And since you mentioned public health, what attracted you to studying public health?
Well, I have a burden for people that are sick with diseases that can be prevented, like chronic diseases. So when I see people that are having problems with obesity or high blood pressure or cholesterol, cancer or diabetes, these diseases are preventable and they can be reversed by a healthy lifestyle. So this is my passion, to help people to know how they can reverse these lifestyle diseases by following simple remedies like going in the sun, like drinking water instead of sugary drinks and soda, like exercising in the fresh air, like sleeping 8 hours every night, and eating healthy diet. All these can reverse all these chronic diseases, which are causing a lot of expense, not only for the family, but for the
Yes.
country also. So we can have a healthy lifestyle and we can live a healthier life, enjoy life better.
Okay. So actually, we are here at the Belize Civic Center. What is happening here these days?
Well, we have a beautiful health brigade. We have a medical brigade. We have people from California that are here, 232 volunteers. And we have dental services. We have gynecologists. We are doing pap smears for free. We have vaccines, HPV, vaccine for pneumonia. We have vaccine for flu. We have also pharmacy, giving medications for free. We have ultrasound. We have the medical doctors and the dentists, and we have pediatricians taking care of the children. And we also have a health expo at the end of the services, medical services. The people can come and see the health expo and get educated on how to live a healthy lifestyle. We have nutritionists giving information. We have an expert in diabetes also, helping them to know how to manage diabetes. And we have also free samples of food.
All right. So you have there is so much happening here. What would you say to the person who is at home, who is wondering, should I come? Will I get to receive medical attention? How are people being attended to on a fairly rapid scale?
Yes, I want to invite all of you who are at home watching us. Please come. This is for you. This is what we are here for. We want to serve you. The doctors want to see you and help you. So please come. First come, first serve. So make sure you come early so you can get your turn, your place, and then we can see you. And also we will be seeing you fast enough that you can get your place in the queue.
Now, beyond this event, from your perspective as a specialist in the area of health, what what do you see happening beyond this expo?
Well, Amazing Facts is sponsoring this event, and they came all the way from California to be with us and to sponsor this event. And we are very happy that they are here. And when they leave next week, we are staying on the ground. So that is good news. We are here to serve you. We plan to do this expo, bringing it to your community. So we plan to do the same thing, not at this large scale, but at more localized scale. So we can see you, we can help you, we can educate you, so you can also enjoy a good health.
So then the idea would be that, if I'm understanding you then, is that the Belize Union Health Department is looking forward to moving into the different communities around the country and working with the people so that they can improve their health.
Yes, that's our goal. We come to Belize and we find that too many people are dying from strokes, from heart attacks, from diabetes, and we don't want this to continue. We want, with God's help and with your help, be educated so we can know how to prevent these diseases and help our neighbors and our friends to enjoy also good health.
Now, I understand that this coming Saturday or Sabbath morning, all day, in fact, there's going to be a special program here. How do you connect what is happening these 4 days with what's going to happen then?
Okay, on Sabbath will be a massive celebration where we're going to be here at this same place. And we want you to come and enjoy it and celebrate with us, because what is happening here is God working through us to serve the community, and we want you to be part of it. So on Sabbath, please come, join us. There is plenty space for all of you to come and join us in celebrating what God has done for us.
So the main event this Sabbath will be right in this spot right here.
Yes.
And like you said, there is enough space, enough seating for everybody to come with the whole family. So folks, like Dr. Powell rightly said, there is a place to be. Make plans to come and be with us. And of course, the Belize Adventist Television Network will be right here to bring it into the homes and for everybody to see exactly what will happen here. Once again, for the Belize Adventist Television Network, this is Pastor Leslie Gillett reporting from the Belize Civic Center.
Thank you.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Lovely. All right. So we brought you a sneak peek of what's happening here at the Belize Civic Center. You've heard about the great effort that we're making. You know, it's about medical care as well. It's about evangelism. It's about education and knowledge. It's about health, lifestyle, health choices. And so I'm so happy to be here, and I hope that we can have our local Adventist members join us here as well. We have a space for you, and as well we have space for our visitors. So once again, we're going to be here Monday to Thursday. Every day we start at 9. You can get here before. I would recommend that you come before midday so that we can process every single person that comes. The doctors will be here until 5 o'clock, but it does not necessarily mean we'll be receiving people at the door until 5 o'clock. We'll be receiving the numbers of people that we can process for the day. So again, trying to make it before midday. All right, so on Sabbath, we have another amazing worship, praise and worship session that we're inviting you to be here for. And for this entire week, we're gonna cover what's happening here at the Civic Center. We also have a competition, more details coming tomorrow, but if you have a plant-based recipe, no eggs, no meat, no dairy, that is healthy, you can submit it. All right, so there's a flyer, and you should be able to see the email on the flyer, but you can send it to zoraidapowell@gmail.com. And there's a day, I believe it is on Sabbath, when you can bring your special dish. We're gonna have a competition, and we're going a friendly competition, a plant-based cooking competition. All right, so it's about knowledge as well. We want to be able to share these recipes and highlight and bring awareness to some food choices that we can make that are healthy and still affordable. All right, so again, this is a grand effort. It's a holistic effort. That's one of the words used by the doctors in the interview. And so join us again here at the Belize Civic Center. We'll be going live, And so you can hear more updates about what's happening. For now, that is all for today. But we hope that you will join us again tomorrow so that you can find out more opportunities that are available as well. Okay, so once again, don't forget that we have dental care, we have gynecology and women's health, we have pediatrics, and we also have general consultations as well if you have any particular issue that you're interested in getting a consult for. Right, so Belize Civic Center on Central American Boulevard, 9 a.m. We'll be here again tomorrow. If you want more information, maybe you have a condition that you're not sure if we're going to be able to see you for, and you can call the number. And I had mentioned it before, 223-0576, I believe, if you have any additional questions. Thank you for joining us here at ATN. Right, and then we want to close off with a message from the pastor for the Amazing Facts International Ministry, Pastor Doug Batchelor. All right, so Pastor Batchelor, right, from the press conference this morning, if you missed it, you can have a review of some words of wisdom, some encouragement, and the inspiration behind this grand effort. So let's hear from Pastor Batchelor, and that's it for me, Tracy Villamil, reporting from the Belize Civic Center from our free Health Expo. All right.
Thank you very much, Sister Kay. And I didn't see my name in the program, so I won't take too much time. But thank you very much to the Belize government officials and the medical leaders for the invitation. Thank you to the church leaders. You know, we just had a crew of 4 that returned from the moon. And they got, you've heard of the 30,000-foot view. They got a 250,000-mile view. I'm just going to give you a quick overview of what's happening here. Now, I know there may be people who wonder, what in the world is Amazing Facts? Amazing Facts started about 61 years ago with a radio program that began with an amazing fact from nature or science, and then we'd bring in a spiritual truth that we would hope would be helpful. And I joined about 31 years ago. At the same time, we moved from Maryland to California. We started a church-based ministry. Pastor Rosser and I are also pastors. And so of the 215 people who have volunteered to come and help with this expo, almost half of them are coming from Northern California. Once a year, we go at our own expense. You know, Jesus said, go. And it says Jesus went out and he taught and he healed. And so we say, once a year, we're going to go somewhere and we're going to serve. So you're going to meet, there'll be doctors and nurses and dentists. Many of them are very successful, very well known, that are volunteering at their expense to come to just bring a blessing. And I wasn't going to be here because I'm not, my wife is in the medical field. She's here. Pastor Ross's wife is a nurse. She's here. I was going to help with the construction crew. And so I didn't know that I was going to be here. We're glad that we can be here to serve with you. It is a tremendous blessing. And we're here to minister. Once a year we do this. I've been to Belize 4 times now. It was fun last night going to the hotel room, and my wife turned on the television, and Amazing Facts was on TV, on Trinity Broadcasting. And I said, change the channel. So she turned it on, and then there was 3ABN, which is another Seventh-day Adventist program, and then there's Faith FM Broadcasting. And so we see that Amazing Facts is well represented in the country. We meet a lot of friends as we travel, and we love Mrs. Batchelor and myself and 3 of our boys are all certified scuba divers, and you've got some of the best scuba diving, so I have ulterior motives for being here. We love this country, and this is our 4th trip here. We just pray that we're a blessing now, and I will let others give more details about what the plans are this week by God's grace, and I want to thank the government officials for making this is one of the best locations that we've ever been in. We have been in tents or out in the sun, having this air-conditioned venue where everything is in one place. We are praising the Lord This is so nice. Thank you so much for making this available. God willing, this place will be filled this Saturday morning and afternoon, and you're all welcome. And we trust that you'll be blessed. And with that, Sister Kay, I'll hand the microphone back to you and let you carry on with the program. And we want to thank the government officials. We want to thank the church leaders. And this is a cooperation of many people working together, and it's a wonderful thing to behold. We expect the attendance at the health events to grow all through the week, culminating with the big rally this Saturday.